Okay, there we go. It's gone. It's vanished. Let me do that. Okay. Why am I all weird set up? Anyways, hi y'all. Playing Slay the Princess. I've been wanting to play it for a while. Every time I see it, I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. Anyways, hi. Uh, let me hit play on it and let's have it launch. Yeah. Oh. Uh. Is it? Is it going to load? Oh. Okay. It's kind of loading. Maybe. Hello. Ooh. 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 Okay. Okay. Uh. Okay. Let's see. 1 second. Let me see which one I can put it on. Here it is. Maybe if it wants to load. Ooh, that's big. Okay. So there is content warning for this game. So it is a horror game, by the way. And it does have flickering images and other stuff. So, and motion sickness. Ooh, motion sickness. Ooh, uh-oh. But I will probably keep most of that on. But there is some body horror in this game. I have seen some clips from one of my favorite YouTubers. He played some of it. So, just a heads up, there is body horror and like murder. Mm. So I thought I'd give a heads up. Okay. Alright, let me make sure that's in frame right. Maybe a little bigger. No, it's just gonna be weird. Like right there. Like right there. That'll have to do. Anyways, content warning for the game. And now I'm gonna have to open up Twitch on my phone real quick. Ooh, I like the little pointer. It's a little claw. And so this stream is going to be a little short, possibly. Whatever horrors you may find in the dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Ow. Ugh. I just realized my hand. I have a cut on my hand. Okay, let's see. It's pretty quiet. And y'all. Boil effects are on. That's on. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I don't keep you in the basement. I don't even have a basement. I should, but I don't. This is Cupid, y'all. Chained up. It is going. It is going. I have been very EP lately, and I finally beat Baldur's Gate 3, so I'm going to try to stream more. And I washed my hair today because it's wash hair night, but I have issues with. We don't have hot water right now. Luckily, it's a little warm, but it kind of sucked. Because man, I need to cut my hair too. Ugh. Oh, I'm shedding. Ugh. Anyways, I hope it's going well for y'all. Oh, and there is voice acting in this game.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh, a princess in a cabin. I hope that didn't echo. Oh, my AirPods are dying. Okay, good. Cool. Is my volume on my mic all the way up? I think I have it too low. Testing. Hello, Mike. My mic, I accidentally turned it the wrong way. Ooh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I think I might turn up this volume a little bit. It sounds a little low because I do have it tested. Ooh, choices. Oh my god, that is a lot. Okay, explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I'm gonna turn up just a little more. But how can a princess locked away in the basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, I wanted to test to make sure it sounded okay. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Ooh. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Well, dang, okay.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
That is a weird, like...
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view the situation.
Women should have a hobbies. I need to add a tag to this because it is first playthrough. Maybe. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Oh. Oh. Why are you calling her an egg?
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
But I don't want to slay her. We want to smooch this princess, right? Explorer, killing the princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
That is true. What do princesses contribute to society? Not a lot. Can't someone else do this? I'm gonna do...
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
I think you kind of do. You're the narrator.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
I'm pretty sure you do. You're just being a butt. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with ending the world?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Maybe I do.
I mean, maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I don't know. Man, this is a lot of stuff I could say. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Yeah, I'm sold. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's bad, as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. Do I get... we'll do this.
And I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Okay.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Okay.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Ooh.
You'll find the princess within.
This is pretty. But that's a very small cabin. And a very steep hill. Do 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 do.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Ooh, that must be the voice of me.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Excuse me? Proceed into the cabin. I guess we are killing Bubblegum.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Ooh, excuse me if y'all heard that. Enter the basement. Oh, my little hand has a knife in it. Step, 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 step,
The door
step,
to the
step.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
But what if we free her instead? Okay. Should we free the princess first, or should we murder her first?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She doesn't sound very friendly.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Oh, man just fell in love. First sight.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Ooh, look at that face. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. I like the nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare.
Should we drop the knife?
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop the knife. Tighten your grip. My one issue with visual novels, I am indecisive. So I just stare and go like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we should release her for the first time, yeah? Wait, what do you say? Okay, so if it was me personally, I would drop the knife.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
No, you gotta drop it. She got big eyes. Ooh. And only one of her hands is chained up.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Maybe.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? Oh, would I get you out of here? I am here because you're supposed to end the world. There are people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What is your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? What is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Girl, come on.
Note the lack of detail.
Boop, 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 boop.
You can't trust her.
Relationship, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Do we, though?
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
How long would you have to be down here if you don't remember it?
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret. No. And if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Just because you're capable doesn't mean that they're gonna do it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Yeah.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Her word's kind of worth more than any.
Like I said,
Maybe.
it's all about trust.
Words.
Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Questions. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Oh? How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Oh, that is a dark looking expression.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
I think I'm gonna release her I'm gonna release her.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Yeah, to free the princess. I'm getting you out of here.
You have to be kidding me.
What can I say?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
She is like the MC of one of my isekai webtoons.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Because, you know, a lot of the isekai webtoons I read are the villainess ones. I don't know, something about them. Chef's kiss. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas beside me cutting you out of here? Maybe I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
I don't like that.
Is someone else here?
Explore, try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
The narrator locked us in. Boo.
Your shouts and
Hey.
pleas are met with silence.
Hello.
I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Boo. Turn to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Well, maybe I don't want to.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I think easier for you, because then I would have to have it on my conscience.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Ooh.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against
Ooh.
your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. Just
Jump
above
scare.
The massive, unyielding chain.
Whoa, my hands are all scaly.
You cut into her flesh.
Oh.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Cut, cut, cut. I have a little blade in my hand and it's bloody.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Oh, he said one eye. Your eyes. Do we just have one eye? Let's see. Turns to face her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Do you wanna wrap up your arm at least? Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Okay.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey, no.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Slay the princess. Slay, 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 slay. Warn her. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
What if I don't want to live? Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
She looks so unimpressed.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
No.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Dude, no, 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 no. Also, no, they're not a goblin.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
I'm dead.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Ooh.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Yes. Ooh, chapter 2. The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Excuse me. Let me save. I realize I haven't saved. I feel like this is the same as before, but it's now chapter 2.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of it, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Interesting. A voice of the skeptic.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Okay.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Sure, why not? Explore, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why would I listen to you? Why would I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yes.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Yeah, because you're a little bitch.
The absolute irony. That's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
I was a little mean to him.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
My laptop is suddenly very, very hot.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
I think some weird time stuff is going on.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I think she escaped.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Yes.
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
How do you talk in facts? That's a weird way to state that. Let's talk about the princess.
Just be quick about it.
Okay. For the only reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? I'm gonna go with this one.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
But I want to. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh my god,
You're
I'm
the only
special.
person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I don't like that.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Why is it a ticking clock? Swore, you're being cagey. Why? What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I don't know. This is not a very simple situation. Killing someone is not simple.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
Swore, the only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Yeah, I still don't really trust the narrator.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
I keep running my hands through my hair because I just finally washed it and now I'm like, yay, clean hair. But like chunks of hair coming out, I think it's because I haven't really brushed my hair in a couple days either. Oh man, don't be like me, y'all. Yeah, I need to get a haircut too. It's just kind of gross right now.
Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
Yes, wig snatched era confirmed. Ooh, check my pockets? What's in my pockets?
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Oh my god.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Oh, terrible handwriting. Looks like mine.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Exactly.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Sure you are. I want to know why he has claws too. I don't know.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Proceed to the cabin.
a warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I don't like him. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a
heck?
dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Oh, this looks very different from the last time we were in here. That's interesting.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I should brush my hair before I go to bed tonight. I'm just shedding. But interesting.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Oh, I need to fix something real quick. I just noticed with the bot. Give me 1 second. I see the links are wrong, as always.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, there's a mirror literally right there.
There isn't.
There is.
I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know about it.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to fix the bot real quick because I keep forgetting when stream ends. Oh god, I'm hair everywhere. Timers. You can actually just do that. Save. That should hopefully work.
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
It's right there. Explore. This whole cabin is different than the last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
But we were, so...
So focus up.
Oops, hit my
Don't get
mic with my
distracted
hand.
by minor details.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
See, it is a mirror though. Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Claw.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
And twisting. I guess we'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save
Stab,
the world
stab.
without a weapon.
Stabby stab. Stab stab.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
I like going in with blind hope. Because I'm blind. Well, I have bad eyesight. Enter the basement. Hello?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Moss? We should eat the moss.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Hi.
Does she remember us?
I don't think she does.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
She's really chained up. Dang.
So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
But I did last time.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That is a good question. What is it for?
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Is there supposed to be another person chained up with him?
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah, let's chit chat. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her. Let's sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Hey, her hair looks different. She's got a different crown, and she looks a lot more tired.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
I am curious what this is.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? The other chain on the wall. Who is it for? What would you like me to do? I think I'm just gonna leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat. Let's do the... Who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
Oh.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
But what if I do? You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
That is... Oh, hi. Here, hold on. There.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
I don't know, she just looks tired.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Step. I've been here for 4. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Ooh, she does remember.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true.
Okay, well, I will say hi as well. Hold on. Words. Okay. Blah blah blah.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
But we didn't do that last time.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Is it though? Okay, her little crown kind of looks like a bird. See, little wings, eyes, and a beak.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
No, not a pee-pee. No, bad.
Now hold on. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
Oh, ow, my hip. I'm old. My hip just started hurting.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Oh, dude doesn't like the fact that he wasn't the first we've met.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Is it though?
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world,
How?
you need to accept that.
How does not having all the information be better for the success? Like, wouldn't it be better to know what she is so that we could better prepare, like, mentally and physically for it? Because now we just see her just kind of sitting here, and if we died and came back, wouldn't that mean, like, if we die again, we'll just come back? Or if we leave her here? I don't like this.
I won't. Fine. You won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm not. I have voices in my head. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Man, she just looks so tired.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I don't know what I accidentally clicked.
Self-voicing disabled.
What? What did I do?
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
How am I supposed to cut you out if you don't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
That would be pretty weird.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
True.
So, what should we do? I don't know. Just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
This is just getting me so confused. I'm not giving you a weapon. I realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me. I'm not giving you the weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Let's inspect the shackle this time. Well, actually, let's save real quick. Save. Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Maybe.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
That is a good
I don't know.
question.
Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Let's
What
look
if he's
at
telling
it.
the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Oh no.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
It's bad.
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Notice how the music stopped.
As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Oh no.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Look at her face. She's mad.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Become your own jailer. I just got a achievement. I did have one job.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
It is kind of funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Oh, fun.
That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
Yeah.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
I think it's meant for us. So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know this would happen? Was going to happen to me?
No.
So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do? Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. But there isn't. Time passes.
I guess we're stuck. Yeah, she hates us.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
Okay.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
That's so mean.
How exactly does that work? It just does.
How?
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
He does have claws. She could use his claws to cut her out.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
True.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Oh. Look, the room's changed. Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Whatever.
Still rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Oh boy.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
That is true. How are we still alive?
She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even
Ooh.
more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
Dang. This is kind of sad. Like in a morbid, sad way.
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And
The sky.
then... I think he's gone.
Oh. Ooh, what is up in the sky? You see those black lines?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh. What? Hello? Hello? Hey, hello? Come back. But you don't get a chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know where you can go looking for her. The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
That's true. I don't know where she went.
If there's even a her to find anymore. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It is kind of awful. I think it's supposed to look at it.
I don't think you should.
God, it's loud.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Ooh, look at that. There's weird feathers here. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
It's because we have feathers. Explore the mirror. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Do we get to see what we look like? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh. It's you. I just see eyes and the hand. That's creepy. I guess we are bird people. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are alone. Proceed to the cabin. There's no cabin. Oh. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh my god, she's so, she's being, held. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Ooh, this music. Let her out of there. Gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
A clever heart, huh?
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we even know each other?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you mouth the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Oh.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you sure? Because you're like gripping her. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess, to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces do you have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Being somatic, what are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
I'm not going back. Okay, make me forget. I'm going to save. Return. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ugh. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. A guarded vessel is a
You're on a
thing I just got.
path in the
Ooh,
woods.
skip.
And at
The real slay the princess starts here. The world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end because she locked up? Killing the princess isn't kind of bad. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
that's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the
Skip. We're gonna skip everything until, like, we get to something new. But I
The
am kind of
interior
getting
of the cabin is
sleepy. Take the blade.
You take the blade from
Enter the basement.
the door to the basement.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Hey, if you look, this chain doesn't have a shackle. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of ending it here, to be honest. I am also very sleepy, and I got another 8-hour shift tomorrow, and then another 8-hour shift the day after, and then another 8-hour shift the day after, and my brain is kind of mushy. So, I think we're going to stop here. So we're going to do a quick save. Boop. I'm going to save on this. Alright, well, short stream. A sleepy duo, hell yeah. Okay, leave it on that while I go over here. Short stream. Thanks y'all for coming out. This game actually just recently kind of came out, so I'm very happy to play a game that I don't know anything about. It's very fun to play a game with a story like this on stream. Maybe we will eventually do a full... I don't know what I'm talking about. But we ending stream here today. I very much appreciate you coming out. Maybe we'll raid Bubba. I think Bubba's online. They are. I'm gonna go raid them. So if you want to join, you're more than welcome to. I think that's it. Yeah. So we're gonna raid Bubba, a friend, if anyone else is here. I had fun. Yeah. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and chase some lamps for me. Yeah? Bye!